Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 24th to the 30th, to the rest of March. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and we're going to jump right into it. I mean, here we are. This is it. This is the week, okay? The golden buzzer of the month. The single most important week of 2025. All right, for you, for the collective. We have that pattern in the sky. We have that 6 planet conjunction. You got Chiron up there as well. You got the North Node up there. It's huge. It's like 8 heavenly bodies, okay? I mean, nearly the entire solar system. And it's not just that, all hovering the 0 degree point of Aries, by the way. And I'll explain that again for y'all. But it's not just that. It's the fact that the other planets that are not even there, they're all aspecting. I mean, this is a big week. Again, remember, this is a once a lifetime week that nobody on this planet, the 8 billion people on this planet, nobody has experienced a week like this, okay? This is huge. All at that 0 degree Aries point, which is the point of fresh new beginnings. The point, we call it the world axis. You know, it's a huge paradigm shift that we're moving into. You can consider it a reset, new beginning, new path. Ultimately, as I've been saying all month long, it doesn't matter what sign you are. Aries is the beginning. And so everyone's going through this new era. You're entering a brand new era. Obviously, every sign in a different area of their life. For you, Sagittarius, I wish I had a blowhorn. This is in your 5th house. So what does that mean? Aries rules your house of joy, your house of pleasure. So you are already good. This is amazing. You see, we got new moon solar eclipse in Aries during this week too. Okay, so expect major things to come, and I'll break it down for you. This is amazing. All right, so and also, by the way, this week actually marks my 3-year anniversary of launching this channel. So thank you so much. Thank you all. I wouldn't be here without you. So I'm very grateful. Y'all are the best. Y'all are amazing. And special thank you to all the members who allow me to give these really thoroughly researched, in-depth readings and forecasts for y'all. Doing tarot with astrology is not easy on top of a full-time job every week. So I really do appreciate it. It helps so much, tremendously. It means so much to me. So anyone can become a member as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now, this week, it is going to feel like Back to the Future. If you ever saw that movie, we are harnessing Marty McFly because we are going to the past, because everything happening this week is linked to the past. And I'm going to explain that to you. It's everything linked to the past for your new era, for your new beginning, okay? And it actually starts with me telling you that I launched my channel. And it's going to give you an idea of what you can expect and, you know, what you can do to follow your path, right? Because, you know, we're in Aries season. We just hit the equinox last week. We have the sun in Aries. The sun exalted in Aries. We got that new moon solar eclipse in Aries. We have all these planets at that 0 degrees Aries point. We have Neptune moving into Aries. Another thing that nobody on this planet has ever experienced, because it's been 164 years since Neptune has been in Aries, and we're going to have this for 13 years. This is huge. It's a huge transit. Okay? You got Venus. You got Mercury in Aries. So again, all this Aries energy, the beginning, new beginning. So why is launching my channel relevant to tell you? Because I launched it the last week of March 2022 during a new moon in Aries. It was planned. While the sun was in Aries, while Mercury was in Aries, Mercury was conjuncting the sun. And it was a year that I knew that Jupiter was moving into Aries. And so when I say launch something new this time around, yeah, because I'm going to give you a lot more reasons why. This is kind of like your last chance, right? This is it. Please. You always want to do something at this Aries point. You always want to launch something new, do something new, change your life, all of that. I'm a living example. You know, if I launch this channel at a different time, who knows what would I, you always just want to do something at that Aries point. All right. So please take advantage of this, Sagittarius. And it's a solar eclipse. It's 10 times the power of a new moon. Now, big week. Remember I said, blast to the past with an eclipse nudging you forward. So I hope you have your notebooks out. Get ready to take notes. All right. I'm going to tell you some mind-blowing things here. First thing, You've got Mars trine Saturn. Remember, we've been feeling this. They're perfecting. These two planets are perfecting next week. Next week. Okay? Therefore, they're peaking now. Therefore, they're strong this week. And it's very auspicious. It's a trine. And so think back to February 9th when Mars trine Saturn. All right? What was happening for you around that time? Okay? Mars was retrograde at that time. Mars is direct now. So look back to your February 9th to the 16th weekly forecast that I did for you. You got Mars trine Saturn, the two malefic planets, actually working hard for you now, right? You got Mars in Cancer in your 8th house. You got Saturn in Pisces in your 4th house. So Sagittarius, first things first, you've been going through some hard home stuff, challenging home stuff, home, significant other, children, family, property matters, real estate, okay? But now remember, Saturn's making everything easy for you. And Saturn's going to leave very soon. Remember, all this Pisces is ending. As I said last week, we're moving on to all this Aries energy, okay? You got Mars and Cancer in your 8th house, partnerships, relationships, money, inheritance, investments, royalties, taxes, things like that, okay? All here as well, but 8th house is death and rebirth, it's transformation. You're transforming, okay? So this is a great aspect. Use it. This is giving you stamina, endurance, that passion, that drive, yeah? Making you want to be the best version of yourself, making things happen, right? Getting what you deserve. It's Saturn. Saturn is life lessons, right? But it's also long-term goals. It's long-term gains. It's stability. It's structure. It's authority, making you become a bigger authority. And Saturn remembers karma. You put in the work and Saturn rewards you. So just remember to take that inspired action, vibrate at that high frequency. And remember, 2 weeks ago, we had the Sun conjunct Saturn. We had that Saturn cazimi in Pisces. That was setting up with the conjuncting the North Node in Pisces. In your 4th house of home, your domestic sector, as I mentioned, that's a new cycle. Remember, that happens once a year. You get that cycle, year cycle, okay? It's big. It's really big. Setting you up for a year. This eclipse is setting you up for 6 months, okay? So, again, a lot of things from the past is going to be shaping your future based on the actions that you take. Now, Monday, March 24th, you've got the Sun conjunct Mercury. We have a Mercury cazimi, all right, in Aries. Funny enough, we had this on February 9th, the day that Saturn and Mars trined. Go back to that weekly reading. What happened around that time for you? Because now Mercury's retrograde, right? Venus and Mercury are retrograde, right? So this is a cazimi. So it's Mercury in the heart of the sun. Think of that alignment, that refresh, that clarity, that light bulb moment, reset. Mercury's retrograde. So remember, it dredges things up from the past from what was going on or that week of February 9th. What were you thinking about? Mercury is all about intellect, thinking, logic, ideas, communication. What were the conversations that you were having around that time? Yeah? All right? Or traveling, maybe even traveling around that time. But it has to do with your 5th house. So again, the 5th house of joy, pleasure, love, true love, romance, family, children. You see that big overlap happening for you with Aries Pisces, right? So big, big, big home stuff for y'all. And then 5th house is also creativity. It's procreation. It's recreation. A lot of y'all are having babies, okay? Or grandchildren in the next 6 months. Anyway, this is big, all right? So have that refresh. It's a retrograde, Mercury retrograde, so people from your past may be coming up, okay? You're reconnecting with them, or they may be coming up, giving you offers, maybe creative projects. Who knows? Keep your lines of communication open, all right? You may be even traveling somewhere nostalgic with a family, fun things like that, all right? Now, if you're a cross watcher, or if you watch for your rising, your moon, or, for your kid, your husband, whoever it is, all the cardinal signs, that would be Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, will feel this the most, as well as Virgo and Gemini. Mercury is a ruling planet. Or Sagittarius, if you know your birth chart, if you know your natal chart, if you got it in front of you, if you have any planets in that Aries area of the chart between 2 to 6 degrees, you'll feel it. It's a great aspect. But remember, Venus is sextile Pluto still. Remember, that happened last weekend. And so you're still feeling that. That's strong. But what's making that even stronger is that this day the moon will be in Aquarius, conjuncting Pluto, sextiling Venus and Mercury. Whoa. So big, okay? And this is really big. Your values, money, finances, possessions, wealth, power, empowerment, relationships. I mentioned relationships, big here, okay? Even family, like siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, all of that on the table for you. This is your future. It's Aquarius, okay? Use this. Use this as in, where do you want to feel empowered, right? What is this? Sex cells are windows of opportunity for you, all right? How do you want to use this? Remember, Aries, Venus in Aries, Pluto in Aquarius, the two signs that share that nonconformist, marching to my own drumbeat energy. This is you, okay? You do you. Go seize the day. This is seizing the day. You may be having really big conversations, agreements. Aquarius rules your third house of communication. Now, Tuesday, March 25th, you've got Mercury, sextile Pluto, okay? What was happening for you March 5th? Go back to your March 1st to your 9th weekly reading. We have this March 5th, okay? But Mercury was direct. Now it's retrograde. Now Mercury is saying, I'm going to go think back to what happened around that time because something from that time is coming up around now. All right. And remember, Mercury sextile Pluto is just going really deep. It's thinking, analyzing, processing. So it's a lot of like what was going through your head anyway. Remember, Mercury is the planet of communication and logic and thinking. Sextile Pluto in Aquarius in your third house of communication. So for a lot of y'all, it is communication. It is conversations you have. It's up here as well. Okay. And Pluto is just really deep. Okay, so it could be very psychological. It could be revelations, secrets coming out as well. Just know this is all about your personal revolution. Okay, this is freeing yourself. All right, you're likely going back to something here. Okay, now fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. And I'm throwing in the fire signs here. All right, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Yes, that includes you. Will feel this the most, and of course Virgo and Gemini because of Mercury. Now, Wednesday, March 26th, this is big, okay? We got Mars square Chiron in Aries, exact, all right? So 21 degrees, exact. So remember, all month, Mars has been squaring Chiron. And that's because Mars has been moving very slow. And now they're at the point where they're like meeting up, right? And it's they're like, right? So Mars, remember all this Aries energy. Now, Mars, who is the ruler of Aries, right? Squaring Chiron in Aries. So Mars is looking at Chiron and saying, you're in my house. You're in my house. There's going to be something that comes up around this time, okay? For you, especially with partnerships, maybe marriage, maybe true love, creativity. There could be something here with money. There could be something here with children. There could be something here with your personal transformation. Whatever it is, this is Mars square Chiron. So we're here, okay? Remember, Chiron is represents our deepest wounds where we feel the most vulnerable. And so it's asking us to go deep and heal. Okay. So this is a time for it because he is the master healer and teacher for others. So this is where you have that great capacity to heal yourself. A lot by healing others. Okay. Or vice versa. But again, use this. One thing about this is that it is Mars and Cancer, what doesn't do well. Remember, Cancer's a crab. The pincers can come out. Emotions are already heightened. People are feeling sensitive. It is a bear being poked. Chiron in Aries is already the wounded healer. And so there could be something here that is really emotional for you. It is a time just to be very honest with yourself and do the healing that you need to do before you move into all this new energy. So you want to do that healing, okay? And because it is such a big aspect, I am going to do more, pull more cards for that in the second spread, okay? For tier 3 members, really good and legendary members. And there could be a male figure involved here, by the way, all right? Just letting you know. We'll talk about it in the second spread. But anyway, cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn will feel this the most. But here's the thing. Sagittarius, again, if you know your personal birth chart, if you have any planets between 18 to 24 degrees in any of the signs I just mentioned, any other cardinal signs, it doesn't matter if it's Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, because we're looking at the angular aspect. It's all angular for the. It's just Trust me. All right. So you're likely going to feel it. Okay. So now remember, you want to do that healing because look at what's about to happen. Thursday, March 27th, Venus moves back into Pisces. Still retrograde, right? So retrograding into Pisces, 29 degrees. Venus is exalted in Pisces. It does really well here. It's really great here. Go back to your January forecast where Venus was in Pisces the entire month. What was happening for you? Venus is all about the things that bring you pleasure, things that you desire. Love, relationships, creativity, beauty, all of that. What was going on? Especially think about the last week, okay? Think of January 28th, my birthday, until about February 3rd, 4th. What was happening around that time, okay? That's the hot spot. So you see Venus is, so something's coming up, all right? Now Venus is retrograde, conjuncting Neptune, okay, in Pisces, right? 29 degrees. Venus, the little sister to Neptune, the big sister. We had this February 1st. So what was going on for you around that time? Something's coming up. You're thinking back. Remember, it's a retrograde. So you're thinking back to something around that first week. This is harmony in relationships, big money energy. Really great conjunction, though. Use this. Use this for, I mean, it's love, it's compassion, it's creativity, it's imagination, it's your intuition, it's your dreams, it's the arts. I mean, Pisces, remember, all about the fourth house. So something here that has to do with home, family, real estate, everything that I mentioned earlier, like all of that, the foundations of your life. Remember, music. Both of the planets rule music. So remember, sound is vibration, sound is healing. Float in that high vibration. This is do the hemisync. I talked about this in my last live stream, that flow state. I'll talk about it again. Like it's just mindfulness and it helps. Because remember, North Node here, right? Still here, conjuncting them. Your spiritual awakening, North Node in Pisces. Amplify the entire week. With Venus retrograde, very nostalgic. So what do you desire? What do you believe? What do you want to attract? How are you going to attract it? Like all those things are going to be coming up, following your true purpose, all of this, right? With the North Node. Now, mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, you. And of course, Pisces. We'll feel this the most. I'm going to throw in Taurus and Libra as well because it's Venus, their ruling planet. And the moon conjunct Ceres is happening at the same time. Now, this is kind of a big deal. Remember, I talked about this. I always talk about the planetoids, asteroids. This is Ceres, right? Goddess Demeter in Greek. Big. Remember, she's like the mother archetype. Motherhood, motherly love. Are you a mother, or is something about your mother, or if not your mother, a strong authority figure, motherly figure, maternal figure, all of that here at play. All right, it's a conjunction with the moon. The moon is the mother. All right, loved ones, emotions. So this is all about how you nurture yourself and how you nurture others. So perfect timing with Mars square Chiron, right? So you are going to be going deep and doing a lot of nurturing, healing. It's great with that compassion, energy, Neptune. Like, so use this. But you see at this point, we've got almost the entire solar system hovering that, 0 degree point, that Aries point between, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like it's big. So you got Venus conjuncting Neptune, conjuncting Saturn, conjuncting the North Node, conjuncting the moon in Pisces. Yeah, the moon's in Pisces now. So remember, all this Pisces energy, you want to dream big. The North Node is here. This is your spirituality. This is your enlightenment. This is your destiny. This is Saturn bringing your dreams to reality. All right. Well, and with the moon in the picture, which isn't bad, the moon in Pisces, but remember Neptune's here. So just with this configuration, just remember what I always say, especially with Neptune in 20 degrees, have a foot on the ground because this can bring up escapism, delusion, illusion, confusion, those lower expressions of Neptune. Also be mindful of your health, emotional, spiritual, right? We're on the healing path, even physical, especially with Saturn in the mix here. Saturn, remember, longevity, Saturn's old bones, Saturn's bones. So parents, grandparents, authority figures, all of that. If you're one, all of that, just be mindful. And we got the Sun conjunct Mercury in Aries. So remember, there you go. There's your big old conjunction junction, all crammed over that 0 degree point, that critical degree, 0 degree, the degree of fresh new beginnings. All right. So remember, these planets are creating dynamics. They're speaking to each other. They're working with each other. They're working with the divine, with karma, with your destiny. That's what we're all here for. All right. The moon will sextile Pluto this day. The moon in Aries sextiling Pluto, that's big. You're having some conversations. You're having some conversations and a lot of family stuff still happening for you. This is one of the strongest sextiles. It's also very intuitive. Trust your intuition, okay? When you get the moon and Pluto together, that's it's like intuition, psychological. It's deep, all right? Now, I say that because you are now moving into the biggest change of this big, all right? So Saturday, March 29th, we have the new super moon, solar eclipse in Aries, 9 degrees, okay? It's happening around 7 a.m. my time. That's Eastern Standard Time, Brooklyn time, New York City, if you want to convert that, wherever you are in the world, is a partial eclipse. But I want to remind you, did you see your 2025 forecast where I said, and everyone's, obviously, we all know, 2025 is the year of 9, yeah? What is 9? It's completion. It's personal growth. It's fulfillment. And it's preparing for 10. 2026 is the year of 10. That's the year that you're going to see the big change, right? But this is the big, remember, 2025, 2026 kind of lumped together. 2025, nobody in modern human history has experienced a year that we're going to have, okay? This is a big year. But remember what I just said. This eclipse, it's happening at 9 degrees. Why is that important? Think about November 2024 when we had those 2 new moons, right? You remember that? In your birthday season? That was a big deal, right? So we had a new moon in your sign, but those 2 new moons were at 9 degrees. Now, move to December. We had that new moon in Capricorn. That was big. That was at 9 degrees, okay? Then in January, we had that new moon in Aquarius, 9 degrees. In Pisces, right? New moon in Pisces in February, 9 degrees. And now we have this eclipse, 9 degrees. Remember what I said, 9 is all about completion, fulfillment. This is the last eclipse in Aries, completing the Aries-Libra axis as we move into the Pisces-Virgo axis, okay? The very last one. So this is a big deal. Another reason it's a big deal, this is 9 degrees exact, so 9.00. It doesn't get any more exact than that. It's not like 9:32, 9:24, 9:47. No, this is exact. This is powerful. This is big 9 energy. Big. And remember, this Aries vortex point anyway, we're finishing things up. We're moving into this brand new era. Everyone is, okay? So you, like I said, this eclipse is in your 5th house. So this is special for you. Sagittarius, it's very, very nice. Couple things here. I want you to think about 2004 to 2006, if you're Gen X or above. Or whatever, just you can pick up the similar patterns. Remember, eclipses are 19-year cycles. Last time we had this series of eclipses, but here's where things get a little crazy. Think about April 19th, 2023. We had that Aries new moon solar eclipse, 29 degrees, okay? And that was around the time that Pluto moved into Aquarius for a very short period of time. Very short period of time. All right. It was also the week that we actually had the luckiest day of 2023. So look at your April 2023 forecast. What was happening around that time? All right. Around April 19th, new moon solar eclipse in Aries, 29 degrees. Now, fast forward 1 year. April 8th, 2024, last year, when we had the new moon total solar eclipse in Aries, right? Remember that? Were you in the U.S.? In the path of the eclipse? You're on your roof? I was. You saw my Instagram. I took photos. It was a total eclipse, 19 degrees. You see the pattern of 9 showing up, right? And all these eclipses that are in Aries. And I actually did a video on this one last year. I'll leave it at the end of this video in the description box. You'll find 9 things to expect with this eclipse. Anyway, look at your April 8th to the 14th weekly reading. What happened for you around this eclipse? You see how they're It's this whole series for the past 2 years. Something was rooting up. They were starting new cycles. They were starting new cycles for you. And now this is it. This is the last one. This is the last one. We don't have an eclipse in Aries until 2033. So remember what I said. These new moon solar eclipses in Aries, you want to take advantage of because it's all about pioneering, taking new things, launching new things, taking bold actions, pitching an idea. Remember, it's a cycle. It's a 6-month cycle that it's the last one, right? And you want to see what it blossoms into for the next 6 months. Do something for you. Remember, take life by the ram horns. Set intentions. And that's, listen, it's not common that you do that with eclipses because they're game changers, right? They're so unpredictable. They're wild cards. You never know where the wind blows with eclipses. And that's why when I say set intentions, remember, I just talked about all the other, you take that eclipse out, look at all the other things that are happening. Look at all the other things that are happening, okay? With this once in a lifetime. So the fact that I talk about this all the time, we're all made of energy. We're already vibrating. We're already manifesting every day. So put your energy into something new, all right? Around this time. Truly do it because you're going to love this. This eclipse is going to be sextiling Jupiter. Yeah, that's right. This is a big deal. When was the last time you saw Jupiter on this whiteboard? Jupiter's been very quiet since he's gone direct. Now, remember, there's Jupiter, luck, good fortune, prosperity, your ruling planet, expansion, abundance, wisdom, all of that. But Jupiter being in Gemini, your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, legal matters, one-on-one commitments, marriage, there's something here. And then remember, you got Saturn sextiling Uranus. I told you that last week. We're building up to that. It's perfecting next week. Therefore, peak right now. Strong. Very strong. 24 degrees. That's huge. So there's definitely something here. Big old breakthrough. New beginning. There's something here. Freeing yourself. There's something here with work. There's something here with health. There's something here with your everyday activites. Remember, Mars is trining Saturn. This is amazing. Okay? So, cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, you're going to feel this the most, as well as Sagittarius and Leos, the fire signs. All right? So, really big. This is a big one for you. And if you have any planets, or if you have your moon in Aries between 7 and 11 degrees, oh, yeah, you're really going to feel this. And then also fixed signs. I'm throwing y'all in here. You got Uranus active, you got Pluto, moon active, you got... And then all the mutable signs, all this Pisces energy, mutable sign, so what does that mean? Everyone's going to feel this eclipse. Everybody, every sign, all right? But again, you're at the top of the list, Sagittarius. All right, now, that night, Mercury now moves back into Pisces like Venus did. And so, therefore, Mercury will conjunct Neptune in Pisces, 29 degrees again. Remember, conjunctions are powerful. What was happening for you around March 2nd? Look at your March 1st and 9th weekly reading the day before Mercury moved into Aries, right? And remember, Mercury conjunct Neptune. I love it. It's so lyrical. It's poetry in motion. It's storytelling. It's speaking. It's imagination, speaking compassionately. Okay, but remember the lower expression. You just want to have a foot on the ground. Big example here. Did you watch the Oscars? Did you see Adrian Brody? Okay. Do you see him in his speech when he won Best Actor? The longest speech in Oscars history or whatever. So Adrian Brody has Mercury in Pisces in his chart. Okay? Remember what I said, March 2nd, around that time, the Oscars? When Neptune was conjuncting Mercury? Neptune was on his Mercury. Did you hear his speech? It went nowhere. It went nowhere. It was just like, what is going on here? Right? He was speaking compassionately, sure. But again, have a foot on the ground because Mercury conjunct Neptune, it can be a little head in the clouds, lights on, nobody home. All right? Just keep that in mind because this is a great aspect. And now you have Mercury, Venus, Neptune, North Node all conjuncting in Pisces for until mid-April. You got Saturn here too. Don't forget that. There's a door opening up for you, truly opening up for you in a huge way, okay? As you move into April, and remember, this is all happening in your fourth house of home, family. There's something finishing up here. There's something you're growing with. You're going to the next level, next stage. North Node, your destiny, your spiritual awakening. You're awakening here. Saturn making your dreams become a reality. Again, once in a lifetime. No one has ever experienced this. Okay, so that's all happening with this eclipse. And Sunday, March 30th, Neptune moving into Aries. So that's kind of baked into this eclipse. This is huge. You're getting a preview of what your life is going to be like over the next 13 years. And this is big, okay? Remember, Aries rules your fifth house. And so love, true love, joy, pleasure, romance. Oh my gosh, 13 years. 13 years, okay? Remember, this is once in a lifetime. Not everyone on Earth gets to experience Neptune in Aries. The same with Pluto and Aquarius. Remember, that's every 250 years. Same with Uranus and Gemini. This is going to be happening over the summer. So again, this year, truly, truly rare. No? I'll talk more about Neptune and Aries in a second video. It's just like I won't do any justice. There's so much to talk about. That's the paradigm shift. That's the big, this is the next 14 years of your life. Now, Neptune will actually go back to Pisces in October, right before your birthday season, in October 2025, just for a short period of time. And then be permanently, in its station, Neptune in Aries, January 2026 to 2038. The last time Neptune was in Aries was 1861. Remember, nobody has experienced this on this planet. And it's, it's interesting, right? Because Neptune was only discovered in 1846. So I was only like 15 years after it moved into Aries. Anyway, that's why, Neptune is, Pisces ruler, Neptune, Roman god of the sea, right? Poseidon in Greek, the sea. What is that? Emotions. It's feelings. It's love. It's the subconscious. It's the superconscious. Compassion, your dreams, your visions, your imagination, inspiration, media, the arts, music, spirituality, transcendence. This is all happening for you in your fifth house of pleasure and joy. All right. And you know what Aries represents anyway? It's confidence. It's that leadership. It's the entrepreneur. It's a pioneer. I told you that. It's the I am of the zodiac, the ram. You're good. You're good, Sagittarius, already. So basically, this is not only your spiritual awakening with the North Node in Pisces, but it's your awakening to your authentic self with Neptune in Aries. Why? Because Neptune in Aries is the spiritual warrior. It is the compassionate hero. It's the visionary leader, the visionary artist. Artist, this is in your fifth house of creativity. This is insane. I can't even. Anyway, very spiritually pioneering. Okay. Gandhi, by the way, perfect example. The most famous example of a leader who was born with Neptune in Aries. Okay. So making sacrifices for the collective, for the greater good. This is you on your quest, okay? Sagittarius, a 14-year quest. What is your quest? What is your vision? What is your shared vision as a collective here? Yeah, ideals, all right? Because Neptune in Aries is the hero's journey. That's what it is. It's the ideal role model, superhero. What do you want to pass down to your kids, your grandkids? I said it's generational. If not that, what do you want to contribute to the collective, to society, to your neighborhood? This is transcendent courage. It's risk-taking. It's going with your soul. It's expanding your consciousness, growing spiritually. Now, the lower expression of Neptune in Aries is martyr complex, okay? Delusional leader. I talked about this in one of my live streams. Julius Caesar, also born with Neptune in Aries. All right. So you vibrate at that high frequency. All right. Because Neptune in Aries is amazing. It's truly initiating this brand new era, especially with Pluto and Aquarius. That's huge. And Sagittarius. I'm going to tell you something here that no one else is going to tell you. I tell you, I give you everything. I give you all the good stuff. Neptune in Aries is going to be trining your sign 14 years. Listen, that's big. Okay, you and Leo. So, amazing, amazing. And if you're a cross watcher, you've already heard me tell you, give me sex sign Aquarius and Gemini too. I mean, this is just. Remember, this is a year of fire and air. Like you're good. Your life is changing. It starts here. Okay. And again, I'll do a separate video. And remember, trines are auspicious. They're amazing. Makes things effortless for you. And blasting. Remember, I said this whole week, blast of the past. So remember what I said at the end of when we get to your birthday season, Neptune's moving back into Pisces for the rest of the year. Well, so is Saturn, and so that's the other thing. Not only is Neptune moving into Aries, Saturn's moving into Aries too. So remember bringing that structure to all this fifth house activity for you. But here's the thing. You've got Saturn, Neptune, even Uranus that moves into Gemini, going back to Taurus. All of it's happening. They're all going back to where they were now. So at the end of this year, before we get to your birthday season, the last 2-3 months, everything that's happening around that time, it's going to feel like deja vu because it's all hearkening this time right now, okay? That right, like the past 2 months and moving into next month, all right? But you're going to be in a completely different area of your life, and it's just kind of like completing the one last things. But again, I told you it's a bonkers year. There's so much happening. Let's get started, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with you for, oh my gosh, the rest of March. The eclipse, the once in a lifetime conjunct, it's a big Neptune moving in Aries, Sagittarius. Let's get started. See what's going on. March 24th to the 30th. Okay, Sagittarius. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Thanks for being patient with me. I'm getting better. I'm like 99%. But I think that I hope you can hear me. My voice is a little almost gone. But anyway, Sagittarius, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. I do a traditional called a cross spread, offers the best overview, and especially for a weekly reading, if we need to pull clarifiers, that we will. I love y'all. All right. So, okay. Like what? Okay. You're okay. I'm going to say it. Whoa, you're good. You're absolutely one. Like you see what's happening here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so very excited for you. Got the Four of Swords. Do it, yeah. As you move into the week, it's a bonkers week. Have that stillness of mind, right? It's almost come on, look at the little warrior, little knight here. He's taking a little breather, right? He's got to go back out there, get back on the battlefield. He's got to take that little break. Remember, I even said last week, like think about like an athlete going into a game. You don't just prepare physically. It's like mentally, emotionally. Have that time, okay? So this is that stillness of mind, that meditation, that retreat, working with your chakras, all of that, okay? Knowing you got all this support around you, you're great, okay? And so moving into this week, clear mind, clear heart, clear everything, all right? Really great. Because you got the Hierophant in the heart of your spread. I mean, this is, speaking of like divine warrior energy, he's a little bit more peaceful. So the Hierophant is the, connector, right? He's a superconductor between the divine, our physical world. Okay? He's got all the knowledge, all the great knowledge. It's Hierophant, great knowledge. It's arrow, eros, sacred, right? Font, feinen, to reveal. He's got all the knowledge. You will. This is wisdom. You see the columns, they're gray and tarot is wisdom, but also they're from Solomon's temple. You've heard about like the wisdom of Solomon. You're good. You're going to be the spiritual leader. You're going to feel it this week. You're going to feel, he likes a lot of structure. He likes a lot of traditions too. He's like very traditional, but this is also like you setting up new traditions for yourself as well. Okay.
either way, you're going to be looked up to. And if I remember correctly, you did. I think you got the emperor. You did get the emperor in the heart of your spread last week, didn't you? So yeah, you're becoming. Like I said, Saturn's making you more of an authority, like a bigger, like authority figure. It's making things happen for you. Like this is great. And now this is like you've got the keys. You're wearing the triple crown. You got the two monks at your feet. Okay. And so when I say leader, like truly people are listening to you and in any capacity that you want, any capacity, okay? Because you've got the knowledge, okay? That's what wisdom is, that, greater knowledge and truth and all that. But you can't lead if there's no one to lead. That's why they're here. You're great. Page of Wands in your challenge area. Just don't lose inspiration. That's all I have to say. The second thing is, yeah, there may be someone, and pages are really young, so there may be someone that, you're thinking of doing something with, but it's not like really working out. It could be something that you're thinking of hiring. It could be something, maybe a child of yours or whatever it is, but just, it's not like a bad thing. It's just like, let's just really think about this. Okay. Let's really think about this. Main thing is like for you not to lose your inspiration moving forward with everything, this big vision that you have for yourself. Okay. I don't think you will. You got the Eight of Pentacles in your crown. You're going to work hard. Okay. Remember what I said. Even with Saturn, you take Saturn out of the equation, even karmically, you work hard. You work hard for what you deserve. You're going to get it. Okay. All right. That's everything. That's not even, that's karma. That's, hermetic principles. That's quantum physics. It's physics. It's literal science. It's Albert Einstein. I said last week, match the frequency, the reality you want. You can't help but get that reality. Okay. So not being distracted and just like whistle while you work, going toward your legacy. I love that. You're great. You have the Six of Wands. Seems like there's a lot of work, career stuff here. If you're here for that, okay, money, career, work, all of that. This is really great. Six of Wands. That recognition. What did I see here? Right? Being like people looking up to you, people seeing you as the authority, you stepping up to that, right? That's amazing. The Six of Wands is being recognized. It is public recognition. It's honors, it's achievements, it's victory, it's success, it's rising above. Okay. And you're feeling that this week. You will feel that this week. You got a lot of eyes on you. You got a lot of eyes on you. I don't know if you want it necessarily. Like you want to work hard. You're like, I gotta do this. But in the end, like you're just amazing and you're perfect and you're fine. And I love this. You have the Ten of Cups in your future. The Ten of Cups, the card of joy and pleasure. What did I say? What's happening for you? Like this is amazing. Sagittarius, I'm very excited for you. You got the Ten of Cups. You see all the cups aligned in the rainbow. The only rainbow in tarot indicating this promising future. Rainbow. It's just a great cups, just enlightenment, love, joy. It's, relationships. It's feelings. It's emotions. It's intuition. It's wonderment. It feels so good. The Ten of Cups. Okay? You see the happy couple, the happy children. They're in they're not even they're like in the state of happiness. They don't even have to think they're just so you're good. You're fine. All right. Remember, you got a lot of family stuff happening. You're good. It's all leading to this. You're good. Let's get to your stuff. Sagittarius, you're amazing. And by the way, that is a Pisces card. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. And so that's amazing. Remember, you've got a stellium, North Node in Pisces, in the foundations of your life. Home, family, children, parents. Anyway, that's amazing. You got a lot of work, career stuff here too. You got a lot. You got a lot of great things. Sagittarius, if you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. I missed y'all. It's been a week. I missed y'all. And I love y'all. All right, so I gotta say, this is just one of your best weekly. Like this is. You're good. Honestly, you're good. I've never seen. You're leaving me speechless. Knight of Swords. Go for it. Go for it. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Up here, especially, right? You took that rest. You got it now. All right. Remember, Knight of Swords is all about communication. It's logic, it's thinking, but it's just being bold. courageous is that Aries energy. Look at the fire under his feet. You get this. You're a fire sign, just like Aries, but also he's moving into the storm. He's moving into the storm. He has no fear, fearless. Okay? Fear doesn't exist anyway. I always say that fear is fiction, but either way, you get what I'm saying. You're going to be very like there's a lot that you're going after. Don't look back, and you're not going to. You got the Three of Wands in your external factors area. He's got his back turned to us because he's looking out into what he wants next, and he's ready to go. I love this. You've got a great spread. Okay, you've got a great spread. Now, what do I love about this? Was the Three of Wands is a vibration of the Empress card. 312 equals new reality. Now, this card is also attributed to Sun in Aries. We have the Sun exalted in Aries currently this week with a new moon solar eclipse in Aries with everything else happening in Aries. Again, in your 5th house, joy, pleasure, true love, romance, creativity, creative projects, self-expression, even like money, like 5th house. Like, I mean, it's a great house. Right? Children, everything there. Yeah, so this is you taking that stuff. Like, let me go explore. Let me go do things. Let me go see things, meet people, import, export, right? Let me just go out there. This is really great. You know, they say the sky's the limit. Well, this is all sky. Wands are your passions, your ambitions, like what you feel passionate about. And if you are here for career, it's career stuff too. So it does seem like, you know, with it being your external factors area, yeah, there's something that's really inspiring you. Secondly, there is going to be likely someone that you're doing something with here, that you're joining forces with. We're doing this venture together. Okay? We're doing this together. I love it. I love it. Okay? And because there's so much self discovery that comes with that too. And then you've got the Five of Swords. Where it falls in your stuff, it's just saying, I don't want this anymore. No more. No more. No more overthinking. No more, claws out. No more swords out. No, like, no more fighting with people. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want everyone to lay down their swords. It's been too long. Saturn's made things, So I'm moving out of this energy. I'm harnessing this Four of Swords energy, right? So really great. Really great. I love this. Okay. Really nice. And again, remember when I said don't feel uninspired here? It is because of that Five of Swords here, because it works the other way too. It could be like something that you fear is like, where I'm gonna have to fight, so just don't feel uninspired and have that confidence in yourself, and you're gonna be fine. But the bigger energy is like, look at that force. You're ready to not ever have that. And then you have the King of Pentacles. I mean, the richest king, a man of wealth, and your final outcome, you're going to be like, you're good. You're good. So think about your physical world, because that's what Pentacles are, Pentacles are your physical reality. And so he is a big protector. He's a big provider. He's an authority. He's a king. And again, very public facing. I mean, you've got it's wealth, it's confidence. You see he holds that golden scepter that creates all this abundance. Anything he touches turns to gold. He owns his wealth, right? His hand over the pentacle. Look at all that harvest. He's outside the castle too, so there's this sense of freeness. And spend some time in nature, right? He is the King of Pentacles. And he's Taurus, that's why. Earth sign. So spend time in nature, right? There's a reason why he's outside the castle, because it really helps. But Pentacles are like spirit of consciousness, like your consciousness. It's everything. There's this great harmony, okay, that's happening here with everything happening here. You're good. You're moving in this new direction. This abundance, wealth, and if you're already sitting on pounds of gold bars and you're like, Jimmy, I'm not here for money, tell me something more. Again, it's your physical reality. So feeling that wealth in your world, in your physical reality, that wealth in family, that wealth in career success, that wealth in, do you know what I mean? Like that, even spiritual wealth, right? With all this spiritual activity. You're great. Like I don't even. You're great. You're moving in a place where you're gonna start feeling that. Like you're good. I don't even know. You're good. Remember, endings, new beginnings, endings, new beginnings. You rising up, becoming a Sagittarius. I'm very excited for you. Yeah, we'll do April, and April again, another bonkers month. Oh my gosh. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so the second spread, yes. I'm going to do a spread just on the eclipse. I'm going to isolate this eclipse. We're going to really explore it. Again, it is in your house of pleasure and joy and fun and like everything. And then, yeah, I'm going to I have another deck here. Okay, we're going to do, yeah, all right. So we're going to do a bunch. So tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. Y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what is going on, y'all. Sagittarius, I'm very excited for you. I hope you get really excited. This is amazing. All right, you're making me like giddy. All right, anyway, Sagittarius, thanks so much. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye bye.